Hey everybody, Dany Capodieci here, and welcome back to my founder and CEO Sales FAQ series. Today we're going to talk about sourcing leads. But before we hop into the topic, I want to give a shout out to my boy Sean Hughes. He is a freaking genius at doing this kind of lead sourcing, and I've learned a lot from him, but fangirl moment over. Let's dive into the topic. Stats actually used to say it can take anywhere from 8 to 12 touches to warm up a cold contact. Now, of course, you can be a unicorn and get somebody faster, but now with today's stats, we're actually seeing up to 18 contacts to convert a cold lead into someone that wants to have a conversation with you. So let's talk about that. What's a touch in this environment? A touch could be a email. It could be them seeing a post on LinkedIn. It could be a webinar. It's really anything that associates your brand with the pain points they have in their business. So what's a good way to start approaching this? There's actually some really great tools out there created by Gong and then created by this guy, I think his name's Will. I'll link to it in a minute. But when you go through that type of outbound, they tell you to focus on one particular pain point at a time. And they tell you to actually go after what the metrics are behind the pain points to show off your return on investment. So you want to have really concise sentences. When you look at some of the data in the tools I mentioned, they actually tell you to not use the word I all the time, mostly because it just shows you're focused on yourself and not helping their business and solving their problem. So that means take the brag out of your approach. When you're sourcing leads, phone calls, cold calling's not dead. But you want to combine it with a couple different approaches, such as an email campaign, your outbound phone touches, any type of LinkedIn exposure you can do, all help the familiarity of your brand. And that gives you the extra few seconds when you're doing a cold call to make an impression and actually do your value proposition. So if you're looking for more info, check out the link. We got a blog that'll help you know what activity metrics for sales to track. That's all for today, folks. Have a good one.